What's going on, guys? Travis with Road Alliance Customs, and today we're putting the rockers on the giveaway shoebox, and I mess up a little bit. At the end of the last video, I put the inner rockers on, and I messed up a little, and I put a filler piece on the outer rocker on the driver's side, but I didn't put the angle to weld to the pinch weld. So let's deal with that. Alright, so I need to take this off because I forgot to put the flange on. I'm not going to try to do something else. I'm just going to take it off and redo it because, oh man, I tacked it pretty good. I don't want to waste any time. Jeez, why was that so hard? At least I know how to weld. Alright, take two. Got to bend up a couple angles, weld them together, and have them clamped up to that inner. So, meet you when I'm there. Alright, here we are. Like I said, I got the two angle pieces bent up. Now it's clamped to that inner. I'm going to weld this seam up, then lay this outer rocker over it where it needs to go, then scribe that piece I just made, cut on the line, butt weld it to the edge of this like I tried with that other piece, and yeah, then I'll probably drill a bunch of holes in this, clamp it to it, and spot weld it. We're through. Alright, and have that piece welded on there. I need to let it cool down a little bit, then I'll hammer it flat. Grind some of the weld off. I'm not going to go crazy, it's a rocker panel. But it still baffles my mind that somebody had an idea of making galvanized patch panels and then saying, hey, yeah, this is a good idea. It's a terrible idea. It's the worst idea. Why are you going to make a panel that you weld galvanized? Look at all this crap. Look at that. This stuff floats in the air, and if you breathe it in, you die. Alright, so I'm going to tack on this pinch weld. Since this bend is kind of here already, I'm going to line these up. And then you have a few tacks in here. I won't touch this front side because I don't really know where it needs to be. So once that's tacked, I'll cut this bar off. I'll bolt this door back on, and I'll line up the front here, and then I'll give it a few tacks. And then I'll just have to crawl into the bottom and weld the inner to the outer on the bottom. So the GoPro died, but I got the door on, and I made a huge mistake. Show you on the other side. So when I was putting the rocker on, I lined up this corner here with that corner, obviously, because that's where that needs to go. But on this front side, I lined it up with this face. So now I put the door on, and it's like over an inch sunken in on the front. See? Well, look at that. That much. That's a lot. So I need to cut it out and do it again. That was my morning wasted. But it looks good. I should have known why there was such a taper to that filler piece I had to make, because I was doing it wrong. I'm such an idiot. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do the passenger side correct, and then I'll hop back to the passenger side, cut it out, and redo it, because I really don't feel like redoing something right now. I'd rather just do something for the first time correct. Do something right for once. So, but I don't know. At the same time, I should just fix it before I move on. So, yeah, let's just fix that. That one hurt. That weld took so long to do. It's almost a 4-foot weld, and I had to cut it right in half. Alright, so let's see. I might have to cut more. I'm gonna have to cut more of this. I left a little bit at the end just so I could kind of keep it located, but I think I might have to cut it even more. So let me cut that and see if I can't pull it out. Alright, so I cut this out, pulled it where it needs to be, which instead of this lining up to here, this part lines up to here. Remember that. So, actually took this joggle piece from the scrap that went here. I'm going to weld it to the end of this. So that'll definitely locate it. When I cut here, I lined up my spot welds where this was, made a mark on this, cut it, so now this is going back where it was, but it's gonna obviously have a new rocker on it. I'll fill this gap in after, because I want this to be lined up with the door, and this is going to give me some adjustment. Unfortunately, this is how I got my adjustment. I have to freaking cut it. So let's tack this guy to the end here and put the door back on. Make sure it's good. Then I'll probably tack these two spot welds back here, and you know, we'll move on. Probably fill that gap. Alright, so I welded the top, put a couple tacks on the bottom. This spot weld's lined up right now, so I'm getting ready to put the door on, and I'll see. I can raise, lower it, and get my fitment from there. So let's go put this door on. Much better. Now the door meets up with the rocker. should just raise it up a touch because it's kind of a big gap here. And a smaller gap there. So let's let me fine tune where I want to put this. So yeah. Yeah, let me fine tune where I want the door to be and or the rocker to be. And then I'll tack this in place right here. And I'll make that filler piece. Alright, I got those spot welds in there. So now, and I rolled it over and clamped it to the inner on the bottom. There. So that's the curve I need, and I did the same thing on the back. So it's tacked on the top and clamped on the bottom, so it shouldn't move at all. So I can take the door off and finish it off, and it should be done. Patch this one. I gotta let it cool down. I'll grind it off. I still have to weld the bottom of it. Forgot to do that. It's clamped up right now. I moved on to the other side while it was cooling. I welded in this little piece here, and then I salvaged this little front section, all part of it, from the old one. I gotta make an extension of this bottom half, but that'll go there. Kind of give me that edge I need for the fender to rest against, and then I can build the rest of it from there. Alright, got the nose on, got the rocker on with my little extension piece. Nice pinch weld like normal. Same on this side. Little extension piece. Just need to bend that lip over on the back side when I figure out what the heck I'm doing with that inner support. But yeah, it's coming together. It is coming together. Alright, I think we're at a good point. I can stop, and also the 37 sedan is getting sandblasted on Monday, so I'm going to start working on that. So this needs to be pushed outside again. I'm going to paint everything that I just welded so it will not rust, and all the pieces that kind of rusted from me touching it, I'll sand that down before I paint it so it's not a problem. Yeah, more videos to come on the 37. This will be on the back burner for a little bit until I can gather some parts and really get rolling on that 37, because I get paid for the 37. I don't get paid to working on this. So, gotta make the money so I can work on this. Alright guys, that's about it for this one. I definitely learned a lot on this one. Put the doors on before you fully weld anything. Make sure it fits. I'm an idiot. Learn from me. So, yeah. Car's still free. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Thanks for all you guys do, liking, commenting, subscribing. I'll keep on doing what I'm doing, so thanks for all the help. Catch you on the next one.